Right, we are on to the merch show and tell. This is the last giveaway code in the chat.
Let's see.
Let's see. I mean, Vivi, do you want to start us off since you probably have the most impressive, prettiest display? If Vivi's still on.
Honey. Right there. All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's just gonna shut up some cabinets. I think I'm gonna start with the pachinko since it's in a different room. So I have the Ginga pachinko. I paid 800 euros for it and actually drove 24 hours straight to get it. We stopped in 2 cities and it was a crazy day, but I love it and I love to play it and the animation is great. But yeah, let's move on.
Wow.
And there I have this alcove with my bed and all of my collection is showcased here in these 2 large glass cabinets. And then we have the towels. They're very pretty. I wish to get the white weed one here. It would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, well, I'll go shortly here because there's a lot. I have all of the pure plastic plushie. These are from the first set. Jerome had a little bow because of Valentine's Day. I thought it was cute. And the second set is down here. Kurojaki is definitely my favorite of this set. And then I have 2 buckets with the first art. I am still missing the green one, so looking for that. Then I think my favorite piece of merchandise that I own is this Hopeanuoli puzzle. It's a Finnish product and I love it dearly. Then we have Takahashi's autograph. This is, I think in my opinion, it's quite rare. It's quite small also, you can see. The little wallet from the 80s, I think. Then we have a G&G cup. I think it's so very small. Yeah, there. Then we have a vinyl and the promo weed. I love him. And then we have this Fanima Gin sitting next to him. And then the second shelf. I have some DVD boxes. I still have a lot to collect of these. And some G&G manga. I think this is very beautiful. The colors are so amazing on this edition. And some spin-offs and other manga. And this is the Manga Museum mug. We have, I believe this is from like a, not Weed World, but a Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. It is a mug that has been used as a prize. We don't really know the original place for it, where it comes from, but I think it's a neat little thing. Then we have a C cassette. This is super duper cute. I love the colors. Then I have the yellow chopsticks. There's a little derpy gin. And some more 80s merch. We have the Morinaga candy boxes. They are so pretty and quite large. I think that Fuji is my favorite. I think it's so adorable. And then we have G&G figure boxes. They have, all of these have different pictures on the other side, but I won't be turning these around, sorry. But yeah, G&G figure boxes that you would get a figure bag and a figure from. And then we have my other C cassette. This actually arrived yesterday, I think. Or the day before that, it cost me like 30 euros, so very cheap. We have Yamato card, we have Gin card, we have these gachapon balls, and a lot of figures. These are definitely some of my favorite items. There's so much to collect, and yeah, they are very pretty. My favorite are the blue ones. I think they are amazing. Moving on, we have some little prints. The Ginchar, it's so pretty and so little. The shoes, I got these from Mandarake auctions. So I think the total was around 300 euros, maybe, for these. Very cute and very tiny. They're like kids' shoes. So, and then we have the weed thermos. Then moving on, I'm trying to go a little faster so it doesn't take too long. We have card boxes. These are the 3 different small ones. And then the large one right up here. Then we have the fan-made Hakuro. This is pop-up card from Manga Museum. We have Red Shark Gain, and on the back we have this Happiness keychain. It's so cute and still in its packaging. And we have some Finnish VHS. These Ratzel video VHS tapes are actually very rare, and you can pay like for 40 to 100 euros. So they are very, very rare. Then we have manga. We have the Japanese first edition of G&G and the Finnish one. And Manga Museum coffee. And then we have the G&G board game. This is, I think, my second favorite merch. I love the art a lot. And I have all of the pieces included. Here are some of them displayed. Then there is this little Gin magnet. It's so cute. And these are the little characters for the board game. Next shelf, we have all of the GDW figures up there. Then we have Gin Sofubi. I think it was released last year. Very pretty and actually quite big, in my opinion. We have some manga back there, different editions, more Finnish VHS cards. Then we have 2 of the weed keychains. These are so adorable. I mean, the little faces, they're so cute. And some pins, and then the little magnets. I think I'm like halfway there. There is 72 in total. I have around 30 or 40. Then we have this little EP vinyl record. It's quite small. And the Pachinko promo DVD. It's awesome. Then to the second last shelf, we have both of the cardboard weed manga boxes. They are very big. We have some cookie package with Akakabuto on the cover, Japanese VHS, and standing magnets, all of them. I think this sitting is my personal favorite. The smile is everything. We have this little towel, some more magnets, and 2 DVDs, CDs, I mean. There is this full soundtrack, then this one. Then we have more magnets. We have the mask, little weed keychain, and First Wars, or no, Orion, not sure. But this reflector. Then we have some more manga and Weekly Shonen Jump and Weed World. They are very great books. We have a lot of VHS down here, another towel. This is the DVD box that I was showing earlier. We have Riki Coaster from Manga Museum, fan-made items, and then we have the sticker box, which is a little damaged. I'm a little sad about that. But yeah, this was shelf number 1. And then right next to it, I'm missing the Yamato there because I'm wearing it right now. But we have Panima backpack with plushies, Gin, Ricky, and John.
Adorable.
Yes, I love them. They look so cute there. We have a few tote bags. And then we have the bus, which I love. This is not on, don't worry. We have these G&G stickers. And moving on, some of my grail items in here. I have quite a few of these Top Sun Girl plushies. I'm still missing quite a few. But from top, we have embroidered Gin, large Paketora, giant Ricky, which is one of my biggest grails. Then we have large Kyoshiro with the mirror from Manga Museum. Then we have the DVD Weed and Georgie and all of the others and a few of them as well. We have some manga there. And these are the GDW figure cases, little boxes for the figures. Then we have posters as well as some musical items and keychains. I love the first ones, keychains, the first wars. Sorry, my English. Yeah, some coasters. More coasters. I'm still missing one more coaster, Kyoshiro, so then I have my set complete. Some more manga on the back. And let's start here. We have the G&G coloring book. This is a very beautiful merch and quite big. It's pretty and the cover is very amazing. We have some pure plastic mugs and some VHS on top of them because I can't fit them anywhere. And then we have the cap. I actually wear this quite often because I think it looks so cool. Then we have a few packages for the special stickers, standing magnets, and the bookmark stickers, I believe they are called in English. We have sticker book and the little red booklet. And yeah, here we have the pure plastic plushies and the first wars bag. Yeah, I believe we have some fan-made items here and fan-made items there. We have the towels. So this is like my little Ginga alcove. I am still hoping to get a D12 shelf right there so I can get these away from the dust and display my items a little better. I hope that my English was all right for this because, yeah, I don't speak that too often, I think.
It was amazing.
You guys, your English is perfect. Like, never had a problem understanding any of you guys. And thank you for being able to talk in English for those of us who are not bilingual because our country does not like teaching people how to be bilingual.
I'm gonna look at some comments. I see that there's been quite a few. So thanks. It was great to show my collection and can't wait to see others ones as well.
Yeah, figure I can share mine. I just set some stuff out. If I can get my camera. Switch to the other direction.
Yeah, I need to charge my phone a little bit before I'm gonna show mine.
Yeah. So I can start with my pachinko machine too, even though I already showed it. I have mine in a little cabinet sort of out of the way. And then I laid some stuff out down here. These aren't actually official merch, but they actually are all about the official merch. So these were some awesome like little info booklets on all the different cards, stickers, figures, all of that. So these were like really helpful when people were starting to collect. Have the bus, of course. You all know how much I love the Ginga bus.
Yes.
Some stickers. This is the Akita magazine, which I actually bought from Flan like last year, which has an article about Ginga in it, which was pretty cool. The big old newspaper thing here that is all about Akitas and Ginga. I have some of the candy from the manga museum. You can see one of the little weeds there. I haven't gotten the courage to open it and see what they taste like.
Oh my god, I want to know what it tastes like.
But
I would have bought two, one to eat and one to actually keep.
Yeah, that's where there are like a couple of little weeds in here. These were like some of the little manga samples that were sent out. This was in one of the like cookie boxes. I know Vivi showed that. And this was a little Finnish one as well. This is from the manga museum, like New Year's lucky packet. This was one of the original displays showing the figures all painted.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so cool just seeing them all actually done up.
That's amazing.
In there?
Huh?
I can't fully tell over camera, but are the figures actually in there, or
No? This is just like a little paper display. So this would have gone like behind the box of all the blind boxes and things like that. This is only the first set of figures.
Oh my god, the moss is blue.
Yeah, some of the painting colors are a bit questionable. A bit like, why is Ricky so brown?
Imagine if like we
understand.
got these
brown.
like this.
And look at John. He looks like Ron.
Yeah, he's like very dark.
yeah, just through the camera, it almost looked like there was a box with them in it, like the one that.
Yeah, no, it's just the display sign. And then there's all like my DVDs. So I have, of course, some like the Finnish, Swedish ones. There's the new Blu-ray, and then the stage play, which I love. I oddly adore the stage play. And then on my top shelf here. Oh
my god, Weed World.
One of the Garakus of Weed, and then all the Weed Worlds. A little red shark figure. This is one of Ghost's great figurines. And then in here I have some of the Finnish, the English, and then I put my King Fang
King Fang
in there as well.
That set is like on for 10,000 yen at the moment for sale in like Mercari or Yahoo Japan auctions, so quite expensive.
Yeah, this one I got this set for like about $10. So I was like, hey, no one else bid on this.
Sweet.
Vivi, I love your reaction to hearing that.
I also have the big old Safabi there. I have the Jump with Farewell Wolves of the North in it. This thing is just massive. It's so much thicker than all the others. I actually have the last cover that I'm missing from Ginga Nagaraboshi Gin on the way, and then the phone book edition. That was one of the little standees from that.
So cute.
Adorable.
The Shonen Jump fighting mobile game. Yeah, so managed to find that one, and then another Ghost standee, and then I have my fully sealed board game up there. I do have another copy that isn't sealed. I can actually take out pieces and look. Got some of the data books here. We don't talk about this one. Most of the rest of the manga I just have like the first and last volumes. And then I have a couple of the special
Question.
in there.
I have a question.
Yep.
The 2 mangas with the weed face and the 2 mangas after them, are they like the Hogan arc or?
Yeah. So this one is the Hogan arc that has weed back and forth, or it's called the Hogan special. It isn't the entire Hogan arc. Yeah. And then this one is the like ape monkey arc.
Right.
I figured those are pretty nice sets to have because they're nice and small, and I have limited bookshelf space because most of the rest of my bookshelf is taken up by other things. I also have some of the stage play little acrylic figures set up. Also the little pop-up card from the manga museum, and then just a few select other various Takahashi things. Some of the mugs.
Yeah.
Then if I go over to my other wall and work my way.
Oh my god, was that Baymax?
Huh?
I thought it was a giant
Was a huge Baymax?
Yeah.
I thought it was Gin. When we first walked past it, I thought it was Gin.
He sneezes into my car when we do charity drives. So I take him to go see kids and stuff. So I have a whole bunch of cells and stuff on this wall.
That's amazing. So
Myself, I was so happy to grab that the other year because I love the tiniest little Gin drawing. He's just
Baby Gin.
He's so little. Then I have a cell of Cross being awesome and going swimming. This was the most amazing set I was able to get because they were actually from multiple different auctions over the course of a few months. I was pretty lucky to be able to get them all from the same scene. Unfortunately,
that kid looks amazing. Yeah, that
and
kid.
He went for surprisingly cheap, and I think it's because he's missing his trademark scars. But this is the scene where he gets those scars. So
yeah, it looks amazing.
Then we get big angry mama bear, and then this big tanning cell. And it's actually really interesting. You can't really see all that well on camera, but the this whole log is a different cell as well. So when they were panning, they could then move Daisuke in the log to make a cool effect as it would pan down. Have one of the nice manga panel prints. And the big finished manga poster. And then the bigger poster, which I know all of you love seeing.
King of the Swede.
The giant Kinko poster. And then down here, I have a bunch of the Red Shark figures and some of the postcards. The Gashapon capsules. And that's some of the, this was one of the keychain cases that they offered for the manga museum, where the stickers fit really nicely into them. So I thought that would be a good way to display those. All the various figures, cards, a few selection, mostly bears, because I love the bears. And then we go over on my plush wall.
Looks amazing.
Then the little Ricky sitting up there, promo weed, which is my favorite.
It's Ricky.
I love the vintage looking plushies, so I absolutely fell in love with him. Got Yakamura back there. And a couple others all kind of squeezed in. I need to reorganize after we suddenly got that huge influx of new plushies all at once. All the weeds over here.
So many weeds. I love it.
So the only weed plush I'm missing is the giant one that we just realized existed.
The jumbo one.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what else I have. I have some stuff in my room.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to live on my own and actually be able to show everything.
Oh yeah, I loved setting up that whole wall of all my cells and nice prints and everything.
Yeah. So I would like my posters like inside and be protected.
Yeah, I have the big body pillow over here. I had to kind of fold it over and back because I didn't have a place long enough to fit the whole thing. And I also ran out of polyfill, so he's only half fluffed up. But then I have a couple of the big pure plastic posters over here.
Mm.
And I do have more of like the little stuff, but it's mostly in my Ita bag. They're in a box to be put into a future Ita bag. Because that's what I like doing with a lot of the keychains and acrylics and pins and everything. So yeah.
That's gorgeous collection. So many weed plush. Love it.
Oh, actually, I also just remembered in terms of the Pachinko machine. Also, I mean, you have the little guidebook, but then also the giant guidebook.
The giant one is so hard to display. I have the giant one and the inserts too, but they are so big I cannot really fit them anywhere to display.
Yeah, like I don't have anywhere I can really put this, so I thankfully have this little shelf right above the actual pachinko machine. So I'm like, I can just hide these up here because they go with the machine.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Would anyone else like to show some of their stuff? You don't have to have a big collection. Like, you just want to show.
I've got a little shelf.
I can show. I've got like 3 things that I can show you.
Hold on, let me change this.
Go.
So I have. Let me pin my thing so I can see it. I have the first volume of the Finnish version signed to me by Yoshihiro Takahashi when I met him in 2011. That's very dear to me. I have a cell of John that I need to frame that at some point. I have the accompanying sketch too.
Not stuck?
Not stuck.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's not.
I don't think I've ever heard of a cell that's not stuck.
Yeah, I was very lucky to acquire that. I got that through Wolfie, who runs Futago Shop.
Yeah. Wolfie's amazing.
Yeah, she really is. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And then I have the English version of Weed, which I bought new about 20 years ago. And this was my local library had the first volume, and that's how I found out about the Ginga series.
Me too.
Actually figuring it out from the awful translation.
Yeah. You know, it did the trick. I understood what was going on at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my little collection.
Yeah.
I've got a little shelf. My little shelf of got the Sofubi, got manga keychains, and I got these guys.
The pink skin.
Yes, I love the pink skin.
I
It's
love
so cute.
Oh my god, the colors are amazing.
It's like, yeah, I love him so much. I was
Very
only gonna get
80s.
one. Because I got the first one, and then Red Shark posted the pink one. I'm like, oh, I have to get
Yeah,
it.
I know that once they posted the pink in, we were all like, where do we buy this? And then they masked.
And I know we were talking about how tiny those manga museum pins were.
Yeah.
See, here's the little guy.
They're little.
They're little, itty bitty. And I got the Gamu one too. Here he is. And I have the Phanoma chains and a towel. And then plushies. Oops, I got all the pure plastics.
Plushy army.
Plushie
Yeah.
army. Plushie. Yep. And then shirts and stuff, which are in my closet. Oh, and I have to get them out. Oh no. Oh, I'll have to get them out. My Gangas. I don't know which one this is. Oh, this is Kyoshiro with his he's yelling at weed.
Oh my god. I'm definitely one of the few that definitely disliked the last episode of Weed.
There's some better shots in here that aren't
Yeah. The chins.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a GB too. He's in the background.
Oh.
But yeah, I can send a link in the chat. I actually scanned some of my Genga and animated them so you can see them moving, which is pretty cool.
Yes. Oh, that's fun.
Ooh. Do it.
I can share those in the chat. Find them. Yeah.
Be great.
I've got a Tushin one. I've got another Kyoshiro one, and I have a weed run cycle. So, yeah. I'll post the scans that I did. It'll be fun to watch.
Get out all of my shirts either. I have a whole bunch of them. I have a couple of the basketball shirts too, because I find that just so funny. But looks like Tora probably.
Yes.
You'd like to show us all your stuff?
Yeah.
Let's start.
Yes, all of the manga. You so much.
Oh, yeah. This bookshop have the first edition of the Ginga series up to Noah 12.
That's like a whole Ginga library.
Yeah, definitely. And then I have like the extra kind of mangas, and then from here's like some of the other editions of both the G&G and Weed, just because they didn't fit anywhere else, plus the First Wars.
Yeah.
And
You have like
I
the
also
ultimate Ginga collection.
yeah, and I also have two of Japanese Meteo Game, both the first and the second print, just because. And from here I have my Shonen Jump. This is like cartoons from the very first. I definitely loved.
Yeah, the cover on that first one is so beautiful.
Yeah. And then I have these like Yamato and Silver Fangs. Like I love to do these. Like Yamato is up to here, and the same to here, because it's kind of like the same cover, but still no. It's a kind of bit difference on some of the covers. Like more The first one is more weed style, and the other one is more Orion style. I think this is one of the best one to show. You see if you can see the difference between these two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The color's a little different.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like drawn over the other ones. Like you can definitely tell the difference. And here I have the other mangas of Takahashi in order of publishment. I have this very first one, Genkotsu Boy, and here's Yamato. I only missing number 23 for it to be complete, and the rest is here. And here I have very much the second editions that works kind of good and well. And even in here, I only missing one from my first big. It's the one with the Kyosho on the front. It's the one I'm missing. Otherwise, I have all of them. And here's my non-Japanese. Mostly Finnish. With all of them up to Orion 5. And then all the extra manga and also the English ones. And here I actually have some of the old Swedish covers that I got from a friend that I bought. And some loose pages from some of the Shonen Jump, I believe. And here's my DVD and VHS collection. Which I actually bought the Danish weed because I love the dub of the Danish weed for some reason.
I love how I always love it when they make the spines make an image. Like I love that addition.
Yeah. And I also mostly like the Danish one because it's like we jumping compared to the Swedish one with a floating head.
Yeah, he's a little bit derpy at that one.
Yeah. It's like, and then I have like a few extra that I doujinshis that I've gotten. Also, it's like from a friend that I have bought many of my Shonen Jumps from. And then I have, no, back to me. I'm in the middle of moving out from, so. Here are my plushies.
Oh.
They are the most perishable. They are behind glass, so a certain pup or a certain dog doesn't do any damage to them.
These are not totally
gorgeous.
Yeah, and then I have no idea where. I just found out that my friend sent me this one and I love it. And this is my Joe, my beloved Joe. Yeah, I have some few stuff, but I can't reach them at the moment. And that's all for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Manson would like to go next.
All right. So, I've just kind of got a little baby collection here. Because just within the last 6 months or so, I realized I'm an adult with adult money and I own a home and I can buy stuff. I've been a Ginga fan since I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, me too.
So now, you know, that realization like, oh, money, merch. So yeah, like this is pretty much all within the last 6 months.
Well, I think that's amazing collection from just like 6 months. That is so much manga, and the plushies, I mean, they are amazing. And I think that some of the limited editions of the pure plastic plushies, they were like 50 to 60 euros even. I mean, that's impressive. That collection, really impressive.
Thanks, yeah, I remember when the plushie pre-orders dropped. All that money gone.
My wallet was dead.
As like when Fanama and Yoshihiro Takahashi celebrated 50 years, like, there goes my money.
Yeah, and the manga museum put out a whole lot. Like, there was so much new merch this year.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
My manga museum order was supposed to be here yesterday, and I wanted to show it off, but apparently it's still sitting in customs in Chicago, so that's fun.
All right. Looks like Seth would like to share some stuff.
Yeah, I have obviously a lot of my stuff is mostly just in cabinets. I need to get another IKEA. IKEA is like the MVP for storage. But obviously I've got like a little hat that I got. I think I bought it from eBay a few years back. And thank you. I did also get a bunch of pictures that I uploaded that might be easier for people to be able to see my collection as to what I have. Some of them I don't really remember their dates because I have been collecting for at least 5 or 6 years now. But the majority of the pictures I have in that album should be everything that I have. But I do have a couple of plushies that I managed to get out of their house that I can show you. Obviously, we have the, I believe it was the DVD weed, and we have obviously the weed pure plastic, who I think pretty much I was speaking to somebody online. I think it was just as they sold out of them. So I think unfortunately the only way that we could get hold of him was through a scalper on eBay, which was a little bit upsetting, but you know, we do what we do. So otherwise the rest of my collection is in the Inga album, if anybody would like to see, as I have more pictures.
You'd be able to share your screen if you'd like to, or we can let someone...
yeah, sure. Let me see if I can.
I just gave you there.
I should be able to just scroll down. Sorry, I've not really done screen share before. Let me see if I can do this one here. There we go. So this is currently like the first part of my shelf. I have 1 to 60 of the first editions for all of Weed, and they're double stacked in their storage boxes. I do have the proper manga storage cardboard boxes, but obviously the print is on the back, so I was kind of like, oh, I have to shove them all in to store them, but I don't get to see the lovely designs on them. And obviously we have all of the figurines, series 1 and 2 of Weed, along with the special Weed figure. GB, as I said, is taking a bit of a break. I need to re-secure him onto his base. He's kind of taken a bit of a trip there. And in the back, I need to revisit exactly what particular ones these are, but I know I definitely have Weed Gaiden, Shonen to Inu, my bad. I've got, obviously, the first, I think I only bought one Orion book because I wasn't really invested in the series as I was with the others. But I do have all of the English Weed books, which I was actually really surprised to be able to get in English, to be honest. Obviously, we have the Weed Tumblr, which is one of my favorites in the collection. I absolutely love it. And a couple of figures that I painted. But I can't remember who painted the Ricky, but I definitely remember that was someone from Guildford. Otherwise, we have obviously the Gin manga 1 to 18. I have a few magnet standees that are still in their bubble wrap. Most of my stuff that is obviously that has come in some form of a package, I like to keep in there because I worry about like taking them out and displaying them. So I have the Leap Sports towel and the Akabuto hand towel, both of which are packaged. I was told by the seller that this was original packaging, so I haven't taken them out. I haven't touched them, but I would eventually like to display them like on a wall somewhere with some of my posters that are kind of just in storage at the moment. And I did also manage to get, I don't know which, someone else might know the version of the VHS. I believe it is the Finnish version, but I'm not so sure. And
we have covers and everything posted on Ginga merch. And there are subtle differences between each of the covers. So you should be able to figure out from there.
Thanks. Yeah, I need to go back and update my stuff, to be honest. Because I think the majority of the stuff I bought was like a few years ago. And now I'm like, oh, we can get more stuff and continue collecting. But I'll need to brush up on that, definitely. Thank you. And then obviously we have a few of the figures. I think I got like a white Akabuto, and obviously a brown one. I've got bronze Ben, brown Cross, a brown Gin, brown John, a white Kurotora, a white Moss, a brown Musashi, a silver Oliver, which actually looks pretty cute, actually. I like that one, and a brown Sniper. I do have a spare. I think I have a spare small brown Gin. If anybody wanted to like trade it at some point, I do want to put it with like a larger set of the stuff that I would be willing to like sell or trade and stuff. Because obviously, you know, I can't just be like, hey, here's one figure.
Yeah.
So and as we have a couple of the labels for the figures. I don't actually have the little ball that they came in, but I do have a couple of the tags. And otherwise, I just have some close-up images. I'll need to double check which Shonen Jump version I have, but that one I really like because of the cover. And obviously, I have a few of the Menko cards and some of the stickers as well, which I do need to date and probably get into like a book. Like I think a friend of mine had like a big folder for all of their amino cards, so I'm thinking about doing something like that for the stickers and the Menkos. And obviously there are some of the ones I have which is like a really old picture. I believe I bought it from somebody off of Ginga board, so I remember them saying it showed signs of age, but I was like, you know, I'm quite happy to just have them. Like, they don't need to be pristine.
From the 80s, so.
Yeah, they're from the 80s, so they're not going to be like really glossy and, you know, well, some, you know, some, I think I remember them saying they weren't well looked after. They just kind of found them in storage somewhere. I was like, it's unfortunate, but it's nice to see them. I would much rather see them than like not have them. And I got all of the Weed DVDs in Japanese. I obviously got a couple way back of the DVDs that they sold with the fan subs. I think it was like some eBay account or something, which only later on in life did I realize it's just like, oh yeah, these aren't official. So I was like, oh damn, but at least I
think I have
them.
That exact same one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're nice to have, to be honest. Like, if you just want to stick them on in the background and watch them, I think it's nice to have as like a personal thing, but I wouldn't like sell it on to somebody because I think that would be like wrong.
Yeah, no, of course. I had no idea it was like a fake until I went onto the Discord and some of you guys were like, yeah, that's fake.
That's bootleg.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But... And I got the Swedish box set, which is still wrapped. I have yet to open that, but because it was shrink wrapped, I was like, yeah, I don't want to touch it. And I got 1 to 3 of the Akame series that I loved. And then on top, I don't really have very good pictures of them, but I basically just like made a few printouts from Google and just laminated them and turned them into bookmarks. And otherwise, we have my beloved, we have Tishin and Hogan, the pure plastic plushies that I love. And I'm hoping to get the adult Gin plush soon. My partner bought me the anniversary menu and the Striving for Justice clear file, as well as the posters for the manga museum event, which I absolutely adore them. I need to put them in like a proper frame. I definitely want to get stuff in more frames and have more space to store them, because it's now getting to the point where I'm just stacking them on top of each other. And it's just like, they need to have like a better home than this.
Yeah.
And obviously I have an image as an example of the anniversary illustration I have, which obviously this image wasn't taken by me, because my one is in storage because I actually need to put it up. And there's obviously, I have the CD single, the Pachinko booklet, the art book, the Weed soundtrack, obviously my embroidered Top Sangyo Weed. And then for the coasters, I have Weed, Gibi, Jerome, Kagatora, Ken, Sasuke, Mel, and Kayoshido. And then obviously we have the Jerome Pure Plastic and the Weed Pure Plastic, who I've showed today. And then of course, again, a couple of the bootleg plushies.
I also had those.
Oh, I think it was when I was young. I was like, wow, these things are so cheap. I must buy these DVDs and these plushies because I love them. Yeah. And then you get them, you're like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
And then there's a little Weed piggy bank that I actually made when I was in secondary school. So I store him with the others. I have I believe they're photocopies for the sete, but I do like them, which is why I've kept them. I got a lovely Gin figure by Freak Hound.
Yeah, you're the one who got the other one.
Yeah, I love the painting detail. I have oh nice. Because I got really confused. I think it was because when I bought them when they were still young. So when this was like the first time I found out what it meant by one of a kind. So then when they were just like, oh, we're making another one, I was like, what do you mean? So I got really confused.
They were just like the anime colored one and then the manga colored one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
then I understood that. So I was like, oh, that it doesn't mean that it's sorry.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't mean that it's like we're only making one. It's handcrafted, so they're gonna be different. And then obviously we have Gin, Ben, Ricky, Kurotora, and the Moss Coasters. And I also have the front half of the Pachinko, but it wasn't like sold in a cabinet. So I'm still looking to try and get hold of an actual cabinet and wire it all up together so it works properly.
Yeah.
Awesome. But, yeah, that's basically mine. Sorry, I'm like really nervous, but I wanted to show everyone what I had. And everyone else has such lovely collections.
No, trust me, mine is tiny. Mine's the smallest here. So
well, I think Revy was next, and it's okay if we go over on this one because I don't think the drawing's going to take that long. So yeah, we can keep talking about merch. So Revy, if you would like to share us your.
My iPad here. I'm just gonna see if I can switch the camera here. This technology. I'm just gonna turn it around. Hopefully you guys can see. So I have this I probably have one of the tiniest collections. So I have the bootleg DVD box set. Can you guys see it okay? I'm sorry if I struggle. All right, so I have the bootleg box sets and I have the Giga Narabashigen mangas that I got from Japan 2017 for the equivalent of $30 US. So these were lugged all the way from like the streets of Tokyo and my arm was aching so bad, but it was worth it. And I have Kame and Kyoshiro there, and there's Joji on the top, and there's the little cover he came in, and I got the little weed. I think it's a weed battle manga there. And
yeah, your camera isn't quite right.
It's
item. Let's see.
Can you see it? Is that better?
A little bit. Yeah, if you go over more to the left and up.
Okay. See if I can get
there we can see that.
Yay! Sorry guys, it's technology. But yeah, and the official mangas, official translated English translated mangas. And yeah, that is my very tiny collection that I will hopefully be expanding one day. So yeah.
Hey, any collection is still a collection, even if you have one item.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. Explicitly art. Sounds like you had your hand up next. Oh, I think your audio is...
You're muted.
Mute.
Am I muted still?
Yeah, there we go.
Not anymore.
Well, he's like my prized possession. I got him when I was young and stupid, and I didn't have my own money, so I kind of just bought him. I think it was like £150. And yeah, if someone can tell me if he's what kind of, is he like the DVD one? Or?
Does he have a tag on the back leg?
If we, okay, show us his belly very clearly. Is there a seam down the middle of his stomach? No, that's the main version. 1 minute. Let me double check. I can't remember which one has the seam or not. I'm checking my own guide. So the large without the seam is the DVD version.
Right. Okay, cool. And then another thing that really upsets me is that I keep seeing the blue special edition weed in other people's collections. But again, when I started collecting, I was young and stupid, and I lost him. I took him outside, I lost him, and I can never find him for sale again. So yeah, that's pretty tragic, but yeah,
let me just keep a lookout for you.
That's a Ginga horror story.
Online for anybody who can find me a blue weed. 1 kidney.
I love how you framed. Is it the shirt?
Yeah. Let me show you again. It's the shirt. I don't think it has that much value, but I still wanted to frame it anyway. And then you can see the Taiwanese fake.
I love the Thai covers. They're so colorful and just
great. And then yeah, I have the CD. A lot of my collection is weed because that's the first thing I saw. And then I have the box from the blue weed, but not him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so definitely a small collection, but yeah.
I love the collection. I love the framed t-shirt.
Yeah, that was like a nice way to display it. That looks
I didn't want to wear it.
That's my favorite t-shirt.
I wear mine all the time. I mean, I'm wearing my stage play shirt.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm wearing the white Yamato.
Oh yeah.
I'm sad I missed the Yamato one, but I wear the black Gin one all the time.
I wear my shirts. Bright.
I love the art on the back so much.
Oh, I forgot
I wear my bright pink basketball shirts all the time.
Oh my god, I want the basketball shirts so bad.
They're so funny. I love them.
Can I show you some merch that I forgot to show you? Just quickly, I have this cabinet. It's also full of Kinga merch, but I forgot I have these. They are like the original tubes of the t-shirts. I have the Caputo shirt and the gray Gin. The moon doesn't really focus. But yeah, packed and everything.
They were packaged in tubes. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It looks like Vruska.
Hi. I don't have much. I have the Finnish mangas and the animes and stuff, but I'm not gonna show off them right now. But I got this one, of course.
Oh, I love the little collar.
He got my little choker on. And I want to show this one.
I love it.
Yeah, the clear red shark.
Yeah, the red shark Sophie. I love this so much. Looks at it's like 90s aesthetic or something. I love it so much. It would be cool to put some lights in it or something.
That's a good idea. I should do that with mine. That might be a fun thing to do.
And that is this little keychain. It's from the manga museum thing.
One, yeah.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. That looks so good. All right. I am going to then, unless anyone else has anything to show off, probably stop their recording.
Ginga figures from the GDW series. Again, the blue one.
Oh yeah.
I have all of them. If there's anything in the box and everything, of course everyone already showed them, so I'm not gonna show them entirely. But is there anyone, like one figure that any of you guys are like really interested in seeing a little bit more up close?
I just love how derpy all the GDW figures are.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Like green Kaibutsu, yeah.
The sad part is Kaibutsu would be amazing if he wasn't green.
Oh,
That's the different ones. But yeah,
I think that
I didn't want to go through all of them since everyone kind of already showed them again. But I just wanted to ask if there's like one specific one that anyone wanted to see. I would be more than happy since I have them out and everything.
Yeah.
that blue was actually quite interesting.
The blue one?
The blue figure, the name blue, you know. I think it was interesting that they made a figure out of him. I think it's very neat.
I feel like he may have had me and my friends discussed this a while back because of that. We figured he may have was supposed to have a bigger role or something, maybe in the manga or something, but that never happened. Oh, there goes the dogs. I apologize. My neighbors are outside with their kids.
Yeah. Stupid kids. Yeah, they usually my dogs also used to go off.
All right. Well, I think actually to close it off, I might I know a lot of you already know about this, but I figured I would drop it again just on the recording. On Ginga merch, if you go to the shop page, there is all the resources for where you can look for Ginga merch, how to buy from Japan using one of the proxies, but also in terms of bootlegs, we do have a sort of list of known bootlegs. So if you want to avoid them, just to prevent supporting people who are just trying to make money off of the series versus like actually supporting the series.
The pure plastic bootlegs were crazy.
Yeah, that was a very crazy situation. We have gathered all of those now though. So they are out of the hands of collectors. So they are no longer in circulation. But on here, we also have a buyer beware list. So people who have if they are or trying to get you to buy things that are up on Japanese sites, they are listed on here. People who sell bootlegs, people who just cancel and relist if, say, their auction doesn't get high enough up. They will just cancel the auction and then relist it again, instead of, you know, setting an actual reasonable minimum of what they want for it. You can see that the eBay list is very, very, very long.
Yeah.
So be very wary of eBay. I go through every once in a while on eBay, add new names to this. The most well-known people are up at the top in red, of like very much known scam sellers. You can also just plug in a seller name and it will show you if they're on here. So like you can see there's Yami Japan right there. So yeah, just if there's a name you think I should add on here, let me know. And we just want to make sure that everyone knows what they're buying, knows that they aren't, you know, being scammed out of a price. You can always message anyone or drop a line on Ginga board or our Discord and we'll let you know, like, oh, that's a very inflated price, because there are a whole lot up even on the Japanese sites. So yeah, we have all the resources you could possibly want.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all right. I am going to stop this recording.